So this losers side game, I think we're still losers round 2, but I'm not sure. It is losers round 2, yes. And this is Kristi Caulfield playing Liam White. You're watching Beard Productions. We're covering the Players Pool events. This is the Supreme Pool Series, event number 1, the Jason Owen Open. We're streaming from Newcastle under Lyme. So your 2 players at the table now. The red-headed Kristi Caulfield, nicknamed the Drinker, aged 26. It's quite incredible, actually. There's when we talk about who makes the players' cues, it's incredible how many players say I don't know, because so many players now go for branded cues, and they've all got the little badge to tell you who made them. But so many of these players playing with anonymous cues. Kristi's Irish. He's the All-Irish champion from 2017. He said he started playing pool. His dad used to take him in the pub, and he loved the attention of being on the pool table, everyone watching him. So he'll love the attention of being in front of the cameras for sure. Who's been your greatest influence? He said George Tierney, the real number 1, because he's a legend. And he's made quick work of that frame, hasn't he? Wow, takes a 1-0 lead. Favourite Q Sports player? It's becoming a cliche this weekend, Ronnie O'Sullivan. He's the best player to ever hold a Q. And he said when talking about what he'd like to achieve in the game, he just enjoys winning tournaments. And his opponent, Liam White, 29 years old, nicknamed Butte. He's got 3 children. He uses a Tony Wilshaw cue. He's the Staff's Open winner in 2014, England under-21 captain, and England under-18 captain. And we see Kristi getting frame number 2 underway. He breaks dry, which brings Liam to the table. And I'm joined on the commentary by Anthony Tedds. How you doing, Anthony?
Yeah, I'm fine, yeah, all good.
Yeah, having a good weekend so far?
Yeah, a bit drunk last night, but hey-ho.
Was it a bit of a session, was it?
Oh, it ended up a bit wild, yeah, but we always go a bit wild.
So I don't know if people were following the Calcutta, they'll probably recognise Anthony's name, because you were quite prolific in buying players in the Calcutta, weren't you?
We had a syndicate. We bought 16 and we tried to bonus ball everybody off, and it didn't go down very well. But we've got 8 still in the last 32 of the winners. So
oh, that's great news, yeah.
Looking good. We've
great
got
news.
Kristi's one of our boys as well. So
yeah. So you're watching this one with interest?
Yeah. I think it's a tough match for him. Liam's a quality player, so
he is a great player, and local as well. I think he's local to this club.
Yeah.
I think he plays out of here.
Kristi's local too. Well, I'm from the Neat, and he's from Caulfield, so he's quite good mates with Kristi.
Yeah. So Irish heritage, I take it, Kristi. And,
yeah, I think his parents are Irish. I'm not too sure, but yeah, he's won big Irish tournament. Plays black ball for Ireland.
You're obviously a pool player yourself.
Well, I play World Wars. I'm not the best, but won a few money matches. Captain our county B team. Warwickshire, but yeah.
Yeah, good hotbed of pool up around that area. So some strong players.
For Coventry area, we've got Josh Kane, John McAllister, and Kristi here.
Yeah.
And then you've also got like top players like Mark White's finished, Luke Walker's a great player as well, and Phil Parkin. So yeah, Coventry's very, very strong.
And you can see these two players, well, they're both very open attacking players, aren't they?
Yeah, Kristi goes for everything, and so does Liam. So this should be a great game.
It's been a great start so far. Both players taking advantage of each other's break, and this one quickly is going to be one apiece, and it's taking just as long to rack the balls as it is for them to clear them.
Yep.
So, over in a bit of a heartbeat, lots and lots of games ongoing at the moment. If you want to follow the scores yourself, go to qscore.com/players-pool-events/tournaments, or you can just Google qscore.com, the Jason Owen Open. You can also get a bet on if you wish to. Go to Players Pool Events page, where the Facebook page, where you will see all of the prices and some games around the room. Paul Riley, who recently beat George Tierney, who's now out of the tournament, is playing Alex Bailey. They're one apiece. Rich Wharton, David McNamara. Rich Wharton's edging that one 2-1. Oli Bell. I was just talking to Oli Bell, actually. He's playing a good player, and Phil Naylor, a good solid player from the Manchester area. Oli Bell from down there in the southwest, lives just outside of Bridgewater. He's currently 4-1 up, but I was talking to Oli a second ago, and he was just saying it's been a bit of a struggle for him because he's using a cue with a 14mm tip. A 14mm tip, and just get that on a pool table. It's a cue that he uses for Chinese 8-ball. And I've seen Oli do that quite a lot, use American cues and Chinese cues on the 8-ball table, and you would not believe the kind of action and movement he gets with that cue ball. Absolutely incredible. Well, it's doing him well there. He's 4-1 up. 2006 European champion, Oli. He's got some pedigree. So we see
Massive
Liam.
Break there.
Yeah, he has got a huge break. It's very impressive, and he's just such a slight figure as well. There's nothing to him, is there? But, he manages to time that break really well.
I expect him to get these, to be fair.
Yeah, it's just about navigating now. He's got to navigate around these last few balls. It's going to be difficult. He's got to get that cue ball moving.
I think he plays up with a bit of side.
Yeah, plays the one down on the bottom rail with a bit of side to get up, just to the right of the blue spot. Would be about perfect.
He's missed.
And he has missed, and it brings Kristi to the table. But the one good thing for Liam, he's managed to cover the bag. Jeremy Hooper is currently 3-1 down against Darryl Whitworth. Jez Graham 4-1 up against Usama Moschini. Zach Cooper 4-1 up against Don Coomey. Seb Webb 5-all with Jason Morris. Ryan Clark is playing Sanjay Patel, and I know that Shane Thompson will be on the edge of his seat. I think he's waiting for that one to come in for an accumulator. Well, he thought he could just squeeze that through there, but he couldn't. And that's really now left this open for Liam. So Ryan Clark, yeah, he's playing Sanjay Patel. Sanjay, another player from around the Manchester area, been around for many, many years. One of those players, Sanjay, just seems to know everybody.
He's just come on to more Leicester Tour and the Leicester Tour.
Yeah.
Sanjay's joined this season on that, so I don't know a lot about him.
He's a strong player. Yeah. Very good. But he's currently trailing Ryan Clark 7-6.
Ooh.
Oh, well, you expected him to get that one, didn't you? He seemed to time it quite well, but it's still...
I think he could find himself in a bit of bother here.
Yeah.
Snookered.
Yeah. Yeah, Kristi, wow. Has he left that
a lot better?
Yeah, well, I mean, I think he's covered it, but it's just a gentle swerve.
Yeah.
He should have been tight to the rail and have no chance of this. In fact, I don't even think he needs to swerve it.
No.
You can see straight down that line. He needs that to bounce. Well, he's left himself a chance at a double.
Yeah.
And actually, I wonder if the top edge of that yellow is just in the way of the path of the double, so he's now looking at a treble. And he's got it. What a great shot that is. Fantastic. Super stuff from Liam. What a great finish to the frame. I think that's about the first treble I've seen in a day and a half's worth of play. Brilliant shot. So this is round 2 on the losers section. The winners will be back in action at 4 o'clock, and there's some great matchups in that 4 o'clock round as well. So there's a couple of things there. If you want to see what games are going on, go to Q Score, and you can see the full breakdown. And also, if you want to have a bet, the odds will be up probably about 3:30 for that section. Jed Ronan Jaman with the winning post. Players just stepping away for a quick bathroom break, so we'll just take a quick break from commentary. We'll be back in just a minute. So we're back with the action, and Ryan Clark just beat Sanjay Patel, so we bid farewell to Sanjay. He'll be back for event number 2. Players dropping thick and fast now. So another good, solid, well-timed break, but quite a bit of traffic navigating the middle of the table here. Hard to see an opener. I think he probably prefer yellows. Well, it depends if those 2 yellows just towards the top of your picture now, planted in that bottom corner, they don't look like they do. They're certainly not dead set, and I'm not sure they can be made, so he's going to go reds. You can, yeah, play a little developing shot just to stun across into the red-yellow. Really attacking players, aren't they?
Yeah, Kristi's super aggressive.
There's another nice developing shot, but he's lost the white slightly. Still got a shot, but this is becoming increasingly difficult. So he's just looking now, thin cut into the middle, and he thought that he was going to. I think if he just hit it a bit thick, he was just looking at glancing the red and holding the white ball up there. But because he hit it thick, he just ran past that red. The white ball was running. Could possibly see.
Gonna clip the yellow in and play the cannon.
Yeah.
You think? Perfect for it.
Yeah. Yeah, I was going to say, possibly see a developing shot here, and he has. Still got a lot of traffic to navigate. I think this yellow does go in past the other one. He's got half a pocket to play it into.
I think he's going to cannon into the black.
Yeah, he's got a nice angle now, just to stun across. In fact, if he could glance across the bottom face of the black, that would probably be ideal. Yeah, just like that. It just wanted it just a fraction thicker. It was the glance, but he just needed that to be a touch thicker, and he would have held the white ball for the yellow in the middle, into the right middle, and opened up that little pack. And you can see Kristi looking on eagerly now, licking his lips. He can smell another visit to the table. This now is a difficult plan. And indeed, quite sure what he went for there. Certainly wasn't going for a plant. Has he got away with this? You can see there that red does just pass. He's got the top half of the pocket to aim at. He doesn't need to do much. He can just, yeah, he had a good portion of the bag to aim at. He's left a nice angle here. He can just screw down below the red on the rail. Again, I decided to run into it. There's a little bit more danger in that shot. He's going to have to pull out another good one here. It's not a difficult pot, but again, there's a lot of traffic up through the middle line of the table, so.
He's going to try and come between the yellows, I think. Land for middle.
It's no good.
No.
So. Mistakes from both players. I thought that was a bit rash, the shot where he's developed the ball off the rail. I think he played it way too hard. I thought he could control it and just screw down below the yellow and then just play it up the rail into the same pocket. Didn't think he needed to try and move it. It could have gone all wrong. And as it's happened, it's culminated in this situation. And the problem for him now is there's no DF, because all the yellows are in the open. So he's going to go low with side. And that was really, really difficult shot. So, 2 shots for Kristi. Sorry, 2 shots for Liam. Paul just correcting me. So, I mean, we are playing to the set of world rules here. You said you're a world rules player yourself, but actually the rules have been fairly irrelevant this weekend, haven't they? In the games I've seen, I mean, I don't know what it's like out in the main arena.
From what I've seen, I mean, with the new rack, what they seem to be using, it's just the balls are splitting and there's not a lot of tactics. It's just pop, pop, pop.
Well, he got half the shot right. Good positional play, but he forgot to pot it, so he's okay. All he needs to do is just pot this, just screw past the black, leave himself a, there we go, straight yellow into the bottom corner. Yeah, but it's really opened up the game, hasn't it? I mean, we were talking to Gareth Potts last night, and he was saying that he felt that it was going to be a kind of stalwart world rules player that would, because it's harder for the black ball players to adapt to world rules than vice versa. And in all honesty, that was one of the reasons why I thought the black ball Calcuttas would go far higher than the world rules, because we already know that Tom Cousins, Phil Harrison won the elite playing the black ball rules. I mean, they can adapt.
Yeah.
But actually, with this rack, it's a proper leveler.
Yeah, completely agree.
And I could see the next Calcutta going for good money, because everyone in the field's got a chance. I don't see there being another £5,000 player, because I think it's opened it up. Or there might be.
But back in the next one,
of course,
he?
yeah,
So
yeah.
I'd expect him to go for
I'd expect him to go high. But
I mean, for me, the Calcutta,
I think the general prices of players will rise, because
it all depends how it. I mean, for me, if my syndicate does well and we make money out of it, and I mean, a lot, the bonus ball idea did sort of work.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
if people see that and the chance of making money and we make money, then I think it
encourage
Calcutta
others,
will grow.
yeah. And the other thing, people were caught napping on day one, weren't they?
Oh yeah.
There were players that slipped through. I mean, we just had Jason Tuvey on commentary, and I know that Jason picked up a couple of really early players.
I mean, we got Sean Story for £300.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, Rob Chilton, 1,050 quid. Adam Davis, 1,000.
And Rob Chilton's already beaten Tom Cousins.
So, I mean, that was a great result for me, for our syndicate personally.
Yeah.
But like what you were saying, for me, at the start of it, I'd have made Harrison and Cousins, which they went the highest for me. They would have been my 2 picks at the start.
Yeah,
but
and reflected in the bookies as well, wouldn't it?
Nobody knew how Jason Shaw and Darren Appleton would play, but they've obviously come to the here, and Chris Melling, they've come here to win it, ain't they? They do look the part.
Definitely come to the party. So another dry break from Liam. Brings Kristi to the table.
Kristi needs to get these now. Get a
He does, yeah, that's a nice shot. Nice cannon. He's left himself pretty much perfect on this. The only shot, I don't know if that's not great. Oh, it does go through the gap actually, sorry. I didn't realise that one went through the gap.
I wouldn't expect a mistake now.
Yep. Just going to play that last yellow into the middle.
Thing with Kristi, when he's flowing, he's relentless, so quick.
Really good.
Great to watch as well.
Yeah, very fluent. So there we go. Pulled back a frame. And he's got the break, so it's back on serve. So we're just an hour away from the winners section. Coming back in to the tournament.
Do you know which game's on in the arena in the 4
I
o'clock
don't
session?
actually. I haven't looked down through to see what games are upcoming, but there is one particular game that I think could well feature, and that's Jack Whelan against Jordan Shepherd.
Yeah,
Neither
that'd
have
be a
been on
great
the
game.
on the main arena table yet, so
Yeah,
I think that's going to be
Yeah.
quite prominent.
Jack Whelan's another one who we got in the Calcutta, so
Yeah,
yeah,
he's had a couple of great results so
2
far,
big
hasn't he?
results. So yeah, really happy.
I mean, I said earlier. I mean, there's the 3 players that he's going to have to beat in his first 3 games,
Yeah.
i.e., first game Mark Boyle,
yeah,
second game Carl Boys, and the third game he's got to beat Jordan Shepherd. If he beats those 3 players, then he deserves to win the whole
Exactly.
damn thing.
Yeah.
I mean, any one of those 3 games could be a final.
correct. Yeah, I mean, just look at Clint Hanson out already.
Yeah.
Mark Boyle out.
Yeah.
Some big names.
Clint
already
Hanson played 2, lost 2.
gone. Yeah,
Mark Boyle played 2, lost 2.
yeah, that's the standard it is here. It's fantastic. Kristi's in again, and these look absolutely rollings, to be fair. Can't say him again. I wouldn't expect Kristi to make any mistakes here.
No. No, I mean, the only one that could present a banana skin is the red behind the black, but it's simple enough to get onto. He's got 2 balls to use to get onto it.
He's perfect.
And he's
now.
perfect on it now.
Yeah. You know, if I'm telling you they're ploppings, you know they're easy.
Yeah. So he's got a choice now. He can just stun around the back of the black, or he could just hold on to the back of the black as well. So you just cannon it out. He's deciding to go another way. There was options here. He's got.
I think he's just going to drop this in and use that red last to play the black in the same pocket. Can't see a mistake coming here.
No, just needs to. He's got an angle he can force this across. We'll see him use screw on left hand side just to keep it low. He just wants to screw it across the bulk line.
It can go either way.
He's having a look now. He's going to go off the top cushion and come across to the side rail. I'm not sure I like that shot.
Oh dear me!
And for that reason, yeah, I thought there was more that could go wrong with that shot than the other shot. I think he had an angle where he could just stun straight across the bulk line. And well, that's a bit of a gift, to be honest. I think.
Yeah, I'd mark that one up for him.
Just
put the curse on him.
Just needed a bit more care and attention, though, didn't he? That was just almost attention to detail. Now the arena's slowly starting to fill.
Yeah.
There's a lot more spectators drifting in across the back of the main arena table. I can see Jason Shaw in conversation. All the players are just starting to congregate, ready for their 4 p.m. starts. Players that asked to be here an hour before. And I can just see them, as I say, just starting to assemble. Keenly watching on, you can see them in the background there, leaning over, getting their vantage points. Maybe they know who the 4 o'clock game's going to be, and they want to get themselves a good seat.
I think from what I've seen on the page, I think it might be Jason Shaw. The 4 o'clock game was on the arena.
So you see there, Jason Shaw talking to Scott Gillespie with the real number 1 just on the right-hand side. All 3 of those together. 3 of the top players in the world, of course, with the real number 1 being the real number 1 after all. It's a bit of a shock after his, red carpet entrance with all the ladies and the champagne and the fireworks going off when he entered the arena. He's only played 2 games and he's out.
It's great for Paul.
Proper shocker.
It's brilliant for the game.
It is.
Seen another Cov lad's just walked in the room, Josh Kane.
So I'm going to have to pull up the. I'm going to have to pull up the 4 o'clock games just to see who's on there and see if we can predict who's going to be in that draw. See if we can predict. Sorry, who's going to be on the TV table. So
I know
4
Chris
PM
Mellon,
games.
Washbrook's probably going to be on one of the streams, I guess.
So we've got Adam Marlowe, Matt Brearley, Lewis Calcutt, Jason Shaw.
That's the game on the arena table, I think.
You think that was going to go on the arena?
I think that's the one what I've seen on the Facebook page earlier.
Okay. Cole Bedford, Adam Davis, Declan Brennan, Darren Appleton. Well, there's another one that could be. Greg Batten versus Michael Steele, Rob Warren, Liam Dunster, Chris Day versus Carl Sutton, Max Nosco, Neil Raybone. Be surprised if that doesn't accommodate one of the four games. Scott Gillespie against John Rowe. Well, there you go, ex-world champion against one of Scotland's premier players. Toby Bolt versus Sean Story. Mark Farnsworth versus Sam Bircher. Chris Melling, Lee Washbrook. Carl Morris, Gareth Hibbert. Jordan Shepherd, Jack Whelan. Well, here's another blockbuster. Rona McCarthy, Phil Harrison.
Great game.
See, there's 4 players there that haven't been on the main table yet. And what another one at the end there. Ben Davis versus Rob Chilton. I mean,
it's brilliant.
Which of those games do you choose?
It's hard. Just pull it out the hat. I think what they've done, they've put it on they've done a poll on Facebook and let the public vote.
Yeah.
And I think Jason Shaw.
Yeah, that's a great.
I think that game come out top and Chris Mellon's game come out second.
Yeah, I can get that. And I'd be surprised if at least Ben Davis, Rob Chilton, Rona McCarthy, Phil Harrison, or Jordan Shepherd, Jack Whelan aren't on one of the other streams. So, what some games we got at 4 o'clock?
Yeah.
I'd be interested to see the bookies' prices on that, just to see if there's any value in there. But, well, how do you price any of those games? Oh, there's another one I missed. Carl Morris, ex-world champion, playing Gareth Hibbert, ex-world champion.
Exactly, yeah. Can't get any better, can it?
All of the last 4.
Yeah, all of the last 4. Any of those 4, brilliant games.
Back to the
Ben Davis, current world champion.
Yeah.
Chris Melling, ex-world champion. I mean, how many do you want?
Liam White's now 5-2 up. He's getting a tight hold on this game now, and to be fair,
I can see Lee Kendall picked up Liam White in the Calcutta, and I can understand why, actually. He's really, really solid player, and got a good chance of maybe winning the non-elite.
It's a nice advantage, isn't it, living extremely close?
Yeah, yep. Wow.
I think Liam White was classed as an elite, I think. Wasn't it only the groups what are classed as non-elite?
Was Liam White? Yeah, it was the groups.
Liam,
was he not in a group?
Liam White went singly.
He did go singly, of course he did.
So
because Lee Kendall bought him.
Yeah,
absolutely, of course he did. That's me being daft.
I mean, with the non-elites, I mean, from our perspective, we've got Matt Briley, and he's already into the winners' side.
Matt's just. I was with Matt on commentary earlier. I had a little bet on him before the off, actually, each way. I thought 66-1. Matt's a tough competitor. Yeah. Really great hard to beat. And he's through on the winners' side.
Yeah, I think he's got. Who's he got in the? Is it Marlowe or something?
Adam Marlowe, yeah. And Matt will go into that as favourite. So
yeah.
Well, the ref. I was going to say she looked like she was just about to mark that ball across the rack, which could have been interesting when she tried to move the rack. It's not often we see 2 balls sat on there, but quite simple. Move them, take it off, away you go.
I've got a shoot in a minute because I've got to pick the missus up from the train station at 4, and I want to get a bet on the 4 o'clock session before I go. So
Kristi.
Big frame this for Kristi.
It really is. And he's run out of position again. He's just in no man's land. It's just a little bit loose with his cue ball sometimes in this. It's good to be aggressive, good to be attacking, but He's just lost that a few too many times, giving Liam a few too many easy chances. Still now looking for another attacking option. Yeah, it's
disaster.
The wheels are coming off, I'm afraid. Which is a shame, because you can see that if he could hit a purple patch, he'd be away, wouldn't he?
Yeah, that's how Kristi plays. When he's on, he's on. It's like a train when he's on.
So another bit of a gift here for Liam. He's not going to look a gift horse in the mouth. He's got 2 visits, and it's very quickly. It's going to be 6 frames to 2, barring an absolute miracle.
Yep.
Good compact player. He's got nice cue action. And he's left a nice angle here. Can just play this just a touch aside. And yeah, he's played that really well. He's made this clearance pretty simple. It was quite easy, but yeah, he's done it with no drama. This is one, he has got 2 shots, but he's going to have to pot it first time, otherwise he's in danger of snooker himself. So yeah, that was...
Looks like it's gone safe as well.
Yeah. That was...
Could be a lifeline for Kristi if he gets back to the table.
I wonder if he could play a double as a... Well, he can't really play it as a shot to nothing,
he's
but...
be taking the cut on.
He is taking the cut.
He's
Oh, what a
got
great cut as well. Yeah, very good. I guess you can play those shots when you're 5-2 up as well, can't you? So,
Yeah.
brilliant. Well, thanks for joining us, Anthony.
No
I'll see you again very soon. Have a good weekend.
You too.
Cheers now.
Do you want me to try and get someone else over? John McAllister or Josh?
No worries.
Work that, isn't it? I'll get it.
It's all good, mate.
I ain't no good at that.
Who's really entertaining? Topical, isn't he? Well, we knew that he had a big break. You're timing it well. Really good. So, immediately looking for problems, and you can see a couple. 2 balls tied up. Just over by the black. That was another one that was tied up. That was a lovely little nudge just on the back of that. Well, I'm just going to say it was a nice nudge. Did it come out? Does it now go in the middle? I think it does. Yeah, I'm just looking across at the table now. It does indeed, and especially now because he's right behind it. Just squeeze through to the potting angle. Doesn't look it from the overhead, does it? But you can just get through. So he's actually got a nice angle on the one in the middle right now, but because he's on this, he has to play it. He doesn't want to be on the rail. Still needs to, he wanted to leave a nice angle just to go up and full ball nudge, or sort of a half ball nudge, sorry, on the red and yellow, but you can't do that now. Don't want to leave these kind of shots till last, but he's absolutely fine. It should be easy. Just wants to catch the red half ball and it'll be perfect on the yellow. Doesn't need to hit it hard, just a controlled shot. That's beautiful. Really, really nice. He's flowed well in this game, hasn't he? He's an impressive young player. Really good. So Liam stretches out now to a 7 frames to 2 lead. Quick look around the scores in the room while the ref racks up. So, yeah, just a quick look at those scores. Paul Riley is 3 each with Alex Bailey. Rich Wharton beating Dave McNamara 7-3. Oli Bell now 5-all. He was 4-1 up against Phil Naylor, 5 frames apiece. Gav Robinson buzzing around the table over there. He's 5-3 up against Dylan Leary. Kristi, bit of a disaster for him. Could that be the last shot he plays in this event 1 of the Supreme Pool Series? Jez Graham on the hill against Usama Maskini. Jeremy Hooper is losing to Darryl Whitworth, 5-3. Mark Fleming, current European champion, I think, is beating Bash Maksud 6-3. Lee Clough, Sean Chipperfield, nothing between them. Tied up at 5 each. Craig Lakin making a big comeback. He was losing to Cy Fitzsimmons, and he's now on the hill at 7-6. And Simon Fitzsimmons at risk of going out of the tournament. Oh, he needs to watch the middle bag. Whoa. You overhit that by some margin, and this now is very tough. Yeah, so there's a bit of a shot to nothing. He's got covering fire in, and he takes advantage in the frame. Kristi only knows one gear, doesn't he? The attack. I was just having a look to see if that Lakin Fitzsimmons game was on one of the stream tables, but it's not, sadly. That looks like it's a great game. In fact, it's just disappeared off the scoreboard, which means it's completed, so I only imagine that Craig Lakin has beaten Simon Fitzsimmons, and Simon Fitzsimmons exits the tournament. So we say goodbye to him. And Kristi Caulfield with this clearance. Sorry, it's Liam at the table. Liam with this clearance. So it should be a formality now. Just needs to drop this over to the side rail, play the plant down. The only thing that can go wrong is if he pushes that red wide. Yeah, that's fine. He played it perfectly. There was a danger that that could have gone wide. This is again nice finish. Very nice from Liam. That was an impressive display. He was given a lot of chances there by Kristi, and Kristi just didn't really settle in the game. You can tell that he's a great player on his day, really attacking. We're going to see more from him later in the series, but Liam progresses into round 3 on the loser's side. He will keep battling through, trying to get through to that last 16 when he comes back into the winner's side. But for now, we step away from the stream table. I will imagine that the next game will be one of the 4 o'clock games. So there's going to be a break on the main stream for probably half an hour, 35 minutes. Lee Kendall is going to do an interview with Liam White. So keep an eye out for that. Lee will be on in a second. And yeah, we'll be back with 4 o'clock. I think it may be the Jason Shaw game on the main arena. Well, yeah, we don't know. We'll have to confirm that later. Apparently there's a poll gone up on Facebook, so we'll have to maybe have a look at the results of that. But we'll see you at 4 o'clock.
Liam White's joined us in the studio. Well done, 8-2 win over Kristi. He's a tough opponent.
Yeah, I didn't really know much about him. I just thought concentrate on my game, and like I played yesterday, and I was a bit edgy and not myself. So I've gone home, had a word with myself, and just thought just relax and just play my game and concentrate on me.
I know you put a lot of practice in over the last 2 or 3 months. You've practiced more than you've probably done in your career, I would say.
For at least since I used to practice with yourself and Gaz and Adam and that, 10 years easy. I've never played as much. My dad's built me a pool room and just sort of locked myself away sort of thing, and just sort of put the practice in, and hopefully as the year goes on I can get better. Yeah, I mean there's 5 events. I mean the first 2 are world rules, which is a benefit to you. You've not played, you've ever played black ball rules, have you? No. It's something I've gained obviously after learn. First 2 tournaments I just thought just put myself in the tournament, just relax and get the experience, and as the year goes on, if I carry on the practice, hopefully back end of the year I can, obviously I'm still in the competition, but back end of the year I feel like I'm there to challenge sort of thing. And with a lot of the players being black ball as well, they probably won't even know of you. No. I mean, from probably 10 years ago when you were a junior, black players knew you were going to be good and come through, then you've now got a family and you commit with work and everything, so I'm personally pleased. I've always said to you, you're a good player, you should be on the circuit and you could do damage. again, like what let me down yesterday, I thought lack of match practice, which I haven't been getting. And I had a word with my dad, and he's saying more than willing to back me on the tour and things like that for next year. And this event's given me the hunger to sort of give it another go, sort of thing, and show the dedication. And hopefully the rewards will pay off. And he did in that match just.
Yeah, well, it looks like I've got you playing full time now, Chilton playing, so at least the good positives, getting the great players back.
Yeah, and
you know,
I'm not sure
hopefully you can
be too pleased with that.
Well, hopefully you can get to your potential, because you know you've got a lot of potential. You've as a past the under 21s and so on, you haven't really pushed on, have you?
No.
That's family commitments rather than.
I think it's that, and I think just a characteristic of myself. I've just got to show more belief. I've got to go on the table and concentrate on me rather than who I'm playing or thinking about what if I miss. I've just got to change my mindset and work on that. And I think the more I do it, and the more I punish people, I can something will click in my head, and hopefully I'll progress.
And tell the missus that you can win some money.
Yeah, that's the goal.
Okay, well, best of luck. I'm sure you'll be on again very soon.
Yeah.
So next stream match is 4 o'clock. As a winner side, we've got a poll going on the Players Pool Events Facebook page. Get on that, vote, and you'll see your favourites. See you shortly.